what's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to a comprehension episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me Nation. Historical episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me Nation. African American history episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me Nation. American history episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me. Episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me Nation. A special Academy Award Oscar 2016 edition episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me Nation. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you don't like, leave a comment. Leave a comment to make sense. I know I said some of y'all to leave constructive comments and everything like that. Some of y'all don't really think, and I think it's because you want to turn what I'm saying into your narrative. No, you got to do that on your own. My narrative is where I'm sticking at. Like I said, before we begin, like, share, subscribe. That said, y'all seen the video yesterday that I did and everything like that, and I touched on a lot of stuff. I did. And one of the things that I touched on was like, you know what? I don't want to hear about what Will shouldn't have did. Some people don't really understand that. They still want to say what Will should have did. Okay, F that. Damn that. Damn what you think Will should have did in 2022. He did that in 2016. Now what? Yeah. F what you think, excuse me, my video. To hell with what you think Will Smith should have did in 2022 in regards to Chris Rock talking about his wife, jonesing on his wife, cracking on his wife, selective outrage. To hell with all that. What about what Will Smith didn't do in 2016? No. I don't hear, let me say this so you understand. I don't give two damns what happened in 2022 unless you can talk to me about what happened in 2016. Let's talk about it. Did y'all watch Straight Outta Compton? I bought the Blu-ray. I did. I bought the Blu-ray. I sure did. While y'all trying to school me on how a black man's supposed to act, let me school your ass on how a black man is really supposed to act. How about this one? We finna do it like that. Since you want to talk about what a black man's supposed to do, we finna talk about what your responsibilities are as a black man. Not as a conditional black man, not as a part-time black man, but as a full-time black man, Mr. Joe. So, 2015, I bought the Blu-ray Straight Outta Compton. I did. I enjoyed it. Did you know Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. was in that movie? Did a phenomenal job. Couldn't even told that he wasn't his damn daddy. He really, like, I don't know why. Because you could have swore that was Cube. And if this is based on a true story, right? It's based on a true story. Kind of like Fruitvale Station. Yes, I'm being petty. It is what it is. But Straight Outta Compton didn't get nominated. Mr. Joe, did you know that? Do you think Chris Rock gave two damns that Straight Outta Compton did not get nominated? How about this one? This is easily Googleable. Because since you want to talk to me about what Martin Luther King and all that, Martin Luther King would never insult another man's wife while we on that, right? So let's be clear. If you're going to bring up Martin Luther King to disparage Will Smith, make sure you understand that that's disparaging Chris Rock too, okay? If we're going to throw some historical context out there, let's throw that out there. All right, cool. Let's stay with it. 2015, especially since I'm talking about Martin Luther King, bars. Did you buy Straight Outta Selma? I'm going to say Straight Outta Selma. Lord have mercy. Because I did. I bought both Blu-rays. Straight Outta Compton and Selma. Did you? Did you? Okay. Let's say if you did, because you're not talking to me right now, not like we can connect and everything like that, because you're trying to speak from a holier than thou standpoint. First of all, you got to be holier than thou, and your standpoint ain't even based off the premise it should be, which is, did you know that the Academy Award came out and admitted they did not watch Straight Out of Compton, nor did they watch Selma? Now, you might not give two damns about Straight Outta Compton because you're trying to educate me on what it's supposed to be as a black man. But they didn't watch Selma either. Didn't give two damns about either one of them. None. And if I'm not mistaken, help me out now. Both Selma and Straight Outta Compton were based on true events. The Academy Award that largely looked like this couldn't be bothered to watch the damn movie. Let's move forward to 2016. That's why Jada said we're leading a boycott. Chris Rock didn't mention that, did he? Did you know that? While Chris Rock was making a joke about it wasn't like her husband was nominated for anything anyway, he also didn't mention Selma, nor did he mention Straight Outta Compton. Are you a Chris Rock fan and you only respond to what Chris Rock says? Or are you a black man and you know what's going on in the black community? Black man. Question. I got some. Plenty. While you trying to educate me on what it's like to be a responsible black man would not have their ass at the Oscars. A responsible black man would not have shown his ass up to the 2016 Oscars, regardless of whether he was hosting, producing, performing, or receiving an award. But what that black man would not do if he did do that was take the time, the effort, the energy to disparage, embarrass, target another black man's wife because why? He don't like her. Why? Because she's stepping on his toes by saying a boycott should have been when he was supposed to be hosting. His ass shouldn't have been there anyway. Mr. Joe, stop talking to me about 2022 until you can talk to me about the responsibilities of black folks in 2016. What Chris said was, like, it ain't like your husband, you boycotting it ain't like your husband got nominated anyway. That wasn't the response. That was a childish ass response. And as many times as I've alluded to it, you've never addressed it. Never. You want to keep talking about what Will shouldn't have did in 2022. Well, hell, Will could have slapped the shit out of him in 2016. You want to talk about what Jada did in 2020, 2019 and everything like that? You ain't. Here we go. I'm going to tell you like I told my wife. If she did smash another dude while she was with Will, that's their business. If she do want to tell people what's going on, hey, it is what it is. But if you gon' bash her for saying she smashed a dude while she was with Will, give her some damn credit for being 10 toes down for her damn husband. In 2016, nobody talks about that. I never hear anybody want to talk about that. All you want to talk about is Will is a weak ass dude. You never hear me go back and forth with that. All you want to talk about is she slept around on Will. You never hear me go back and forth with that. All you want to tell me is that you don't like Jada. I don't too particularly care for her either. All you want to tell me is she had no business putting their business out there in the street. Okay, cool. But you never want to address Chris Rock's faults. You never want to address his flaws. You want to talk about Will should have been a bigger black man. You never hold Chris Rock to the same standards. I'll go so far as to go back to 2016. Why was Chris Rock not held to the standards of being the bigger black man in 2016 and not showing up to host the Oscars? How about that question? How about that question right there? Let's ask that question. Since we talking about black power, since we talking about black unification, since we talking about black positivity, since we talking about blacks uplifting one another, why was his black ass at the 2016 Oscars in the first damn place? Why was he not with his other brothers and sisters sitting at the damn house boycott? Since he's so much more the mature dude and he know what it's like to be bullied, say that one more time. Since he's so much more the mature dude and he know what it's like to be bullied, why does he continuously keep talking about that man's wife? Nobody has a damn answer. Why? I'm going to tell you like my parents told me back in the day, my grandparents. You big enough to talk that shit, you big enough to take that shit. You big enough to throw a lick, you big enough to take a damn lick. Chris Rock been bumping his damn gums since 2016. Neither Tony told him to shut the F up. You ain't said a damn thing. Ain't none of them other damn comedians said the same damn thing. Will has been the only one to say, hey, dude, chill out. He don't want to chill out. So when you get up on stage and you run your mouth publicly after I didn't reach out to you too many times, after I didn't reach out to you too many times, it is what it is. That's equal energy. You see, you go stay right there. And I don't care if you stay on 2022. I believe in equal energy. You don't give a damn about 2016. I don't give a damn about 2022. Except mine come first. Especially if I throw 2015 in it. But see, if you're a black man and I call you on your blackness, I'm going to ask you, knowing what I just said to you, because you can easily Google it. Would you have taken, you a black celebrity. Let's say it, Joe. Come on, Joe, talk. Talk with your chest, Joe. You are selected. The Oscars have came to you. I don't know if you black, Joe, but if you are black, let's say the Oscars come to you in 2016 and say, we want you to host the 2016 Oscars. And, oh, I don't know. Let's think about it. Let's throw it out there somewhere. Hell, let me see. Denzel Washington's wife comes out and says, you know what? We should boycott the 2016 Oscars because they don't appreciate us. Are you there, Joe? Are you there? Are you there? Because his black ass was. Are you there? Are you there? Are you mad that Denzel's Washington wife said, you know what? Let's boycott. Because I said I threw that out there too. You ain't talking slick about if he would have said something about Mike Tyson's wife. If he would have insulted. And you ain't addressed none of that. You just want to steal the narrative. My brother, God bless you. But you don't get to steal not one damn narrative on my damn channel. You want to push the narrative of being a bigger black man is supposed to just sit there and take it 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 and take it. And then 6 years later, after I done already had a discussion with you, you want me to have another discussion with you? Sounds an awful lot to me like settling. Sounds an awful lot to me like compromise. You go do that on your own channel. We're not doing that over here. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.